kind of like the idea of the Suicide Squad. Not the actual movie itself, but I love the idea of it and the characters in the city. Interesting idea behind it. And I was really interested to check out the latest DC animated universe movie, Suicide Squad Hell to Pay, because pretty much they just knock it out the park with every movie. There has been some fantastic DC animated movies, and I was hoping that this one was going to fix some of the issues I may have had with the Suicide Squad movie. Again, it brings in characters that I didn't really know here. I'm not really into this world. I don't know a lot of the characters they bring out, like Copperhead, Killer Frost. There's like Bronze Tiger, Deadshot, we've got Harley Quinn. We've got the core group of the Suicide Squad here that they bring forward. Deadshot and Harley Quinn pass over from the movie. The rest of the characters are fairly new. And we have a mission here that Amanda Waller sets them to find this card, this magical card that will grant anybody a pathway into heaven. Whoever dies, their transgressions from life will be wiped clean and they'll escape hell and move on to heaven. If there is such a thing, because these guys deliberate this throughout the movie. But these are all bad people. They've all made choices in their life that has led to the demise of other people. They have sometimes been just not nice. So this card is tantalising for almost everybody here if they can get their hands on it. But there is also political infighting going on in amongst the gang as well. You have Bronze Tiger and you have Deadshot, both really strong leader-like people who are vying for control of this Suicide Squad while trying to keep everybody in line as well, because they're threatening to go off the reservation at any point. I was interested to see how Suicide Squad was going to go into an animated fair, and they really do keep the language and the blood in this one, because people get shot in the head, they demise, they get hurt, they get eviscerated, they explode constantly. There is foul language, there is talk not of a family friendly nature throughout this movie. They really do go for that R rating, and I think they achieve it through quite a lot of ways. There's no ifs or buts or maybes on this one. It gets that hard rating for a reason. And that fits this kind of story. The Suicide Squad aren't your family friendly type of characters. They are bad people. They are villains who are forced to do horrible, deadly tasks to get a couple of years shaved off their sentence. And the movie's really fun. I love the relationships between the characters in here. This introduced some characters that I hadn't heard of before, but I really quite enjoyed, particularly Killer Frost. I thought she was a nice addition. And these ones who seem just a little bit odd and otherworldly, that may not fit into movies but really work well in the animated fair, like Copperhead. Bronze Tiger was another one that I hadn't heard of before as well. And this movie doesn't take any chances with the characters. People will do and quite often die throughout this movie, and it's not just the bad guys, there is heroes as well. Hero villains, you know what I mean. The Suicide Squad members won't all make it to the end of this journey. There is funny moments, there is genuine laugh out loud moments within this movie as well. Of course, most of them follow Harley Quinn, who is one of those typical characters that's a love-hate type of thing. I think she's pretty good in this movie. Deadshot as well gets some redemptive elements too, and I liked his tale. Overall, I've not really talked too much about the story. I liked the story. There's a little bit of mystery in amongst it as well, and I don't want to waste who the bad guy is, and this is someone I didn't know about, but I found him extremely interesting, and I thought it was fun to watch. The animation style is really well done. It's energetic, kinetic, and it moves along at a blistering pace, and it's full of characters that I actually liked. The voice casting was pretty good. Although Christian Slater was a little bit unnerving as Deadshot. I don't know if that one fitted perfectly as much as they'd hoped for, but everybody else is perfectly fine. And I would like to see more movies within this world with this cast of characters. I thought Suicide Squad was entertaining. It was fun. It didn't rest on its laurels. It kept it going at a blistering pace, had some really good action set pieces. You get to see all these villains and heroes and their elements using their talents to solve the day, to save the day, to become the people that they should have been. But if it wasn't for that wrong path in their life somewhere along the lines, they may have been heroes themselves. Tremendous fun, Hell to Pay. I think it's one of those movies I'd go back and watch again. I thought it was pretty terrific. I love the animation style, and I would give it 3.5 out of 5. I'd love to know what you thought of the movie. Let me know in the comment box below, and I'll see you next time on Man vs Film.